Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe. This is my third video class. I already sent you two videos from the lesson history, sources of medieval India, isn't it? I believe that you all understood what and all I thought in that previous video class. Okay? Today I am going to continue the lesson from where I stopped. Before that, one small recap what and all we learned in our previous class. Okay? So, first what is the title of our lesson? Very good, children. Sources of medieval India. That means what and all the sources available for us to know about medieval period of India. Nice. Next, what we learn two types of sources. What are two types of sources? Primary sources and secondary sources. Very good, children. In primary sources, what and all we learn? Superb. Inscription, monuments and coins. So today we want to start from secondary sources, isn't it? Shall we start in secondary sources? What and all we are having? First, literature, religious and secular literature. Next, books, biographies and autobiographies. Third, travelers and travelogues. Very good. So in this video we are going to learn about literature alone. Okay? What is literatures? Literatures are creative writing in the form of poets, novels, dramas, fictions and non-fictions. These literature are considered as the superior in all the books. Now we are going to see about religious literature. What is religious literature? Books which contain information about a particular religion and principles. So here we are going to see few examples for religious literature. When we are learning about religious literature, we should know about devotional movement or bhakti movement, which is started in South India first and later on spread to North India. The Chola period was known as the period of devotional literatures and works. So in this Chola period only so many religious literature are written. So we are going to see about that literatures now clearly. Isn't it, children? The first one is Kamba Ramayanam was written by Kambar, which is also known as Rama Avadaram, based on the Valmiki Ramayanam in Sanskrit. Okay? And this Ramayanam describes the life of King of Ayodhya. Isn't it? Okay. So, who written Ramayanam in Tamil? Kambar. In Sanskrit, Valmiki. Okay. Are you clear, children? So, next we are going to see about Sekiyar Periya Puranam, also written the period of medieval India. Next we are going to see about Nalayara Divya Prabandham. Nalayara means 4000 in this Divya Prabandham. Totally 4000 Tamil songs are there, which is composed by 12 alvars and completed by Nathamunni. Okay. Next we are going to see Devaram. Devaram composed by Appar, Sampandar and Sundarar and compiled by Nambiyadar Nambi. Don't get confused, children. Okay. Next we are going to see Manika Vasagar Tiruvasagam. What is said Manika Vasagar Tiruvasagam? Because that much that Tiruvasagam having the Saitan god. That means when you reading Tiruvasagam, you can feel you are near to God. Okay. Who written Tiruvasagam? Manika Vasagar. Next, we are going to see Jayadeva's Gita Govindam. So, Gita Govindam, which is written by Jayadevas in 12th century. Okay. This Gita Govindam describes the relationship of Lord Krishna with the gopis in Brindavan. This Gita Govindam written in Sanskrit language. And next we are going to see about Kabir Das. Kabir Das is a mystic poet in 15th century. Actually, Kabir Das born and brought up in a Muslim family. Okay. Later on, he follows Ramananda because of his guru Ramananda. He started love Lord Rama. Hence, he is popularly known as the Hindu saint clearly. Here, we are going to see about secular literature. Next, we are going to see about secular literature. Secular literature is exactly opposite to religious literature. That is, it is not based on any religion. It simply is about the some person of places. Literature which is not rooted in religious beliefs, practice and tradition. So, in that first we are going to see about Madhura Vijayam by Ganga Devi, Amukta Malayanta by Krishna Devaraya. Both these books are detailedly described about the Vijayanagara Empire. Next we are going to see about Chand Bardes, Prithviraj Rasu, written by Chand Bardes. This book explains about the Rajput kings. Valor. Valor means braveness. So, valor means braveness. So, these books detailedly explain about the braveness of Rajput kings. Next, we are going to see about Kalhanas Rajatarangani, which is written in 11th century, which give details about the pre-Islamic period. Children, learn and write in your notebook. Answer the following and HOTS. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.